So Jason, I know the only one I've just found something that you're not the one who you speaking to. I wanted a quick word, but what you've done something. So the only thing I have just made that I'm not the one who told you that. They told you everything in the same place, you know, Jason. It's not inauthentic. It's not inauthentic for some reason, Jason. But the only thing is that why shouldn't you do it? It's because it's not yours, but not ours. You know, at some point, Jason, you could have done something, didn't you? So you made that promise. The jurors. Do you know one of the jurors, Jason, should be on lunch. So I'm basically looking at it. So you're not the one who took it from, do you know, from the jurors? You never took it somewhere. So I know you are the one who gives them the permission. The jurors has just made a few comments that you are the one who never forgives the other insurances. So for now on, Jason, you're the one who bashes it. So you never expected to see me why you complaining about it. You shouldn't be complaining to somebody that this is not good enough, Jason. So I would never suggest you that I don't even believe you, Jason. But the only thing is that you're not the one who you've done something to suited Jason. The jurors might well know. So how are you supposed to be doing it? How am I supposed to know? Well, as you can see, I'm not the only official criminal. I've never been suspected. But for the last time, it doesn't make anything feel unpleasant. So you asked me some point, didn't you, Summon? So you asked me that I'm not the one who you asked me about this. The jurors we're the one who we returned to the jurors, and then they gave us the $10,000. You know, every time you came in alongside, for that doesn't look very craziness, but it's not kind of crazy. Sounds a bit crazy though, Summon, but you made things already. Things has already changed, but spending more time to... Tell you what, we'll make things together, and then we'll get that thing sorted. So I'll tell you what, Summon, everything is all beyond, but it's not even balanced. Why do all people say your name is Simon, but not Summon Carey? So, why should I care? The jurors might never taken care, well, over down in the agency. The agencies will know everything, they'll all be good agents. So you ask me at some point, but there's nothing we can do about it. So, the only thing is, Summon, but you ask me, that you should never talking about all over the world. But it's not even over. What Lord Jefferson has to say that you are the one who took the jewels from the other hand. But you're not the unhanded suspected, but not unsuspected surprise, but you are expecting this. You should ever supply the directions over the directions that you obtained the other hand, you should be obtaining to the other blobes, not kind of blowing. Fights, the comments. Jurors would know that everyone who shouldn't be done something, but you ever stop talking to yourself. I got a work to do, you know. You make things up already. When you get your stuff ready, you might have to move. But if there's no way out. But what you should do, Simon, you may want to give you some kind of tips that you are the one who gives the way, who you come from. But I don't think you're really getting more specific for what you mean. It's your friendly neighbours that he was on about your complexes or anything relaxes. I'll tell you what. The only thing, Simon, you may know that you are the one who makes very dignified and not certified as that one for quality. So I would suggest to everyone who is unknowingly given us strange complexes and given this insecure the priority. The priority is not even secured. So whilst you're doing it, it can be useless. But we've both never been useless, but I would say it's nothing to do. But if it's got something to do with all of us, but us two would know. If Kevin and John will know, then it'll be different. So what were you going to say, Simon? If it's not happened to me, so I gave the paperwork to Jefferson earlier, then yeah, gave it for last about a few weeks ago. But at some point, Simon, I will get everything sorted. But firstly, if we get that thing already, we're going to move on. So I'm basically stuck in them all the time, spending time with all these people. But at some point, Simon, you're not going to lose your job, are you? You know? You're not going to lose your job, right? Basically, not in the Arkhams, but not really specific time. I'll tell you what, Jason, the only thing I can do is to stop these people from getting the righteous cause. So yeah, how are you going to stop John Wilfred from killing all these gangsters and all that? Well, you know, killing all our gangs and officers' territories. So now basically they're all going to kill them, but maybe you should help them. But at some point, Jason, you may have to help them. But every time you help me, you helped me a lot for the time. So you help us for the first time, so you make the things alright now. But it shouldn't be done, so I would say you haven't done nothing. So, for example, you don't really get everything outsed up. But also, you have a friend that you didn't really miss. At some point, Jason, you may going to give people some examples, then what will it be like? It wouldn't be like for nothing, but it wouldn't be like for anybody else for nothing. So you ask me at some point. Everyone would know everything is got to be honoured. Well, it's because we all have been examples, but for example, Jason, we might going to give you some really good tips about the jewelers. The jewelers might tell everything. The jewelers will tell us everything, then they give us some money. And then we're off the draw. We can get our jobs. We can make our own CDs. Then, so Jason, it's more fun for us. Then, who's going to decide to come in? Who's decide to come with us? Well, but at some point, Jason, it couldn't stop. But if you might done something, Jason, that'll be more fun for you. You can go ask one of the jewelers, and then he'll give you some money. Then you can pay for a job. That's it, Jason. You're good to go.